Y'all ready?
Yeah, let's go.
We are live, Boog.
Oh, we are live. Yes, sir.
We're officially back at it.
Catchup.
It's a rare condition this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper page. Love and tradition of the grand design. Some people say it's even harder to find. Well, then there must be some magic clue inside these gentle walls. 'Cause all I see is a tower of dreams. Real love bursting out of every scene. Days go by. It's the bigger love of the family.
The Articulated Comic Book Art Podcast is recorded in front of a live virtual audience and is funded in part by viewers like you. Thank you.
Yes, sir. We're officially back at it. Goodnight coming at you with the Articulated Comic Book Art Podcast. This is episode 255, our regularly scheduled Friday night broadcast. I'm your host, Goodnight. Got my boys with me, Fabster, Rick Dom, Pancheezey. 48 hours. We back in full effect. What's popping?
Oh my God, that intro was stellar. Hello, what's
All
up?
right. We did it, man.
Hello.
We here now.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we got so much to talk about. Actually, we don't.
So much has happened.
No,
I mean, it's
think
just,
you
it's
might
been
be-
a whirlwind of news.
I don't think I'm trying to lie to the audience right off the bat, but
Yeah. Not too much going on. Well, I did tell you
Mhm.
in politics that Trump's former chief of staff seemingly flipped. And then the very next day, we got a second unprecedented indictment of a former sitting president. Crazy. We're in crazy times. So that's the
Yeah,
politics.
He lost his mind today.
Yeah, he went nuts on over there. On
she
Truth
left
Social.
him out back on the highway. I-65.
So,
I didn't know you like Guns N' Roses, Rick.
Do what I can.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the politics news. And
Nice.
sports, looks like Denver Nuggets probably gonna go all the way, huh? Yeah, think so?
I hope so. I hope so. They deserve it. They've never won before, and
Mhm.
I'm fucking sick of seeing the Lakers win and fucking Warriors. I mean, I love the Warriors, so maybe I'm not sick of that, but
Nugs in 4?
no, I mean it's not
Well,
not possible now.
No, yeah, they already got one. Miami got one already, so. But
Yeah, I hope
Nuggets
so.
out.
I was a huge Denver Nuggets fan when I was a kid because I was just obsessed with Carmelo Anthony.
mm,
I followed him when he was in fucking Syracuse, and so I just had a big soft spot for the Nuggets. So seeing them win would be nice. Seeing them win would be nice. It'd be a change of pace, you know.
fun fact: when he was playing in Syracuse, one of my high school buddies was in Syracuse, and I was actually up there visiting him for like a weekend or whatever when Carmelo was there. Actually, I didn't see him or anything, but he was there at that same time.
I'm jealous. There was a,
What you say?
I said there was a stretch there for like a lot. I don't know how many years he was there, but whenever he went, for as long as he was on the Nuggets, I went to almost every single game they played here in the Bay Area. So it would be nice to see that franchise win something. You know, change of pace. Miami's won plenty of times. Fuck Miami.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Miami has had a nice little run, especially when LeBron was over there.
Well, in
Yeah.
much more important sports entertainment news, CM
What's
Punk confirmed to be returning to AEW at Collision. Huh?
All
Yeah,
right.
and I seen he was getting roasted on fucking Twitter because his announcement did not drive any sales. They're like, this didn't do what we'd hoped.
Really?
only if he returns in a locker room brawl match.
There you go.
The alcohol angle.
Him and the brothers, or what?
Yeah, exactly. The ones who could manage a target. Remember he said that? That's promo shit right there.
Manage a target.
Mm-hmm.
Did we hear about this alien crash landing in these Hispanic people's backyard?
No.
Yeah,
What is
and
it?
then yeah, that was crazy. And but the bigger thing is that guy. I don't know if you guys know, but Congress passed earlier this year passed a whistleblowers thing where they allow people from agencies to whistleblow on all these like subdivisions of the military that have like information that they like compartmentalize.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, this former Army or Air Force colonel is like trying to throw them under the bus right now and like expose shit that they have and things that they've been lying about. It's been pretty crazy, man.
I mean, so pretty much shit that we already know, that they've been experimenting with alien technology, that they have craft and been trying to back engineer it and been in contact with extraterrestrials and all of that good shit, huh?
Yeah, basically things that nobody would believe ever were true being absolutely true the entire time.
Well, we believe it. Comic book
Yeah.
nerds and toy collectors, we believe that shit, of course.
No, I think we wished it to be true.
Well, you know, that's why we could believe it.
Yeah. I didn't know it was a real news segment. I would have come more prepared. I would have cut out a current events article for social studies class.
Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, you just took me back. Literally cutting shit out of the newspaper. Wow. Remember
Right.
that was a thing?
Right. And
Yeah, I'll never forget. We had an assignment like that, and I was from the generation where newspapers didn't really start to exist anymore, like as easily. Because no offense, like in New York, it's easy. There's a lot of newsstands, but here there's like newsstands don't exist. It's kind of tough. And we would all be resigned to have to buy the city's newspaper. It was just impossible to find anything else. It was funny.
Well, there we have it. That's our news segment. Anything else? Any entertainment news or music news or anything that we need to
I watched. I'm
highlight?
so sad Poncho's not here, but I watched the Transformers.
Okay. The new one?
Yeah.
Here. Poncho's here. The voice of God heard me.
Oh,
I'm here.
you watched the Transformers and
Yeah, it was a really good movie, dude.
I also
it was
watched
fun.
Transformers last
It
night.
was rule. It was fucking awesome. It was
That
like
movie-
really entertaining.
That film fucking rocked.
Nice.
I cannot believe how good that movie was.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. All right, maybe I got to see it then. I'll use my.
Reminds me of watching the original Transformers, like Bayformers back in the day.
Yeah,
You know,
I can see
but
that.
not in like a bad way. In like a wow, they like fucking did it. We didn't know what we were seeing. Obviously, that kind of went a different direction, but like the lot designs are so cool, and like the set pieces are crazy. Toby and Wig.
Hey, don't be
No.
you. All right, don't be yourself for 5
I'm
minutes.
not spoiling anything.
All right.
The soundtrack is great.
The most I will say to titilize you, Boog, is you will love the final scene of the movie.
Hey, you know what's funny? I was just talking to Mad Gus a little while ago. He hit me up. He said he rewatched Spider-Verse and that his stance is still the same, that he didn't really like the animation, which is wild to me.
It's crazy.
But
The thing about it that's amazing.
exactly. But he said, I saw Transformers. It was really good, and you're going to really dig the ending. I'm not going to spoil it for you. He said the same thing.
Good. That's all you need to know. I will
I
say
gotta watch it this week.
Like you can't not.
I'm saying you gotta watch that film. It's great.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's like
I mean,
so you still haven't seen Bumblebee, right? Isn't it?
no, I did see it. I saw
Okay,
it
good.
like a couple weekends back. Yeah.
Okay. You said you liked it, huh?
Yeah, I did like it. I enjoyed
Okay,
it.
good. This is a better version of Bumblebee. I think
All right.
so.
All right.
Yeah,
That is so
way
crazy
more
to hear
hot,
because-
like way more like crazy action set pieces.
And I think
like-
this is like the first time where they struck the best balance between human and Transformer storylines.
For
And
sure.
This one is the one where humans feel the most utilized, and like it's not just Mark Wahlberg running around with an AK-47 or whatever. Like, it's
Oh
not.
man,
I'm pretty sure it was a giant claymore.
Yeah, oh, that's right. He had a sword and like a grenade launcher, and then he cracked a fucking Bud Light or whatever.
Yeah, he sure did. He sure did. And a Mountain Dew machine turned into a Transformer too. I remember that.
Yeah, that was crazy. Pretty sure the Huawei app was some sort of transformer at some point.
You know what? I totally
Fucking
forgot about
Huawei.
that whole. I forgot about that whole aspect of the Bay movies about all of that like product placement. I totally forgot about
God,
that. Oh
dude, it was-
man,
It's
they were
crazy.
like glorified like U.S. Army commercials.
Yeah, well,
yeah, it was pretty nuts
Like they all could have ended with the few, the proud, the many. I know that's Marines.
for sure. But yeah, I get it for sure. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, that was nuts.
I will also say that like people of color representation in this movie is on point, dude. It's
Really?
great. It is.
It's some woke bullshit.
Yeah, well, sure, they did go woke
MAGA
and they will
Beach
go
strikes
broke.
again.
Absolutely. You know,
MAGA Beach.
Let him in, Poncho.
I mean, you know what? I guess it was just a matter of time until Transformers found out that Mexican people exist and black people too. So you know what? Another franchise down the toilet counterclockwise. Sucks to see, but whatever.
What is it, Australia?
Because it's so
Not my
powerful, shut
Transformer.
down.
And usually that's how it is. And in sci-fi movies and like futuristic movies, there usually are no minorities. I don't know why that is, but that's how it be. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I thought it was kind
Or
of the
on-
opposite.
or on,
Where, like, in Star Trek, it's been that in the future, a lot of like the racism and all that stuff is gone. So you have like the Federation, of planets is like super diverse, in Star Trek.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny. All the sitcoms in the '90s had fucking no people of color.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's
No
true.
escaping.
Well, Rick, you know,
I mean, and it takes place like in New York, or like the human characters are from New York, so you'll like that too. And there's like the wardrobe design is incredible. Like
Very
how there's like the very little touches where someone's wearing starter versus Nike, like all that really matters in that era.
it's just good. I took Becca. She is not a Transformers head in the slightest. And then like walking out of it, she was like, dude, that was good. Like, sorry, I wasn't even expecting that. Cause like I remember like I said to her like a week ago, no, maybe last weekend. And I was like, hey, Transformers this Thursday, how about it? And she was like, I guess. But like,
Okay, bud. I guess we'll do it.
but she walked out of it. She walked out and really enjoyed it.
Well, that's how it is sometimes when you have no expectations for something.
True.
Then it exceeds
Very
the
true.
expectations.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened to me.
Did we see this?
I should have had this up the whole time, but here we go.
I saw a post or some posts roaming around about Into the Spider-Verse and Gwen-Stacy and
Press pause, Fabio.
Huh? What? Chris Paul? What?
I said press pause. I didn't want to get copyright striked.
Oh, here we go.
There it is.
We're not even talking about this anymore.
Oh, well, for visual reference.
Okay. But yeah, there was like some, I don't know. They were trying to say that Gwen-Stacy was like trans, and there was like some imagery in the movie. Did y'all see that whole post?
I did see that. I had a conversation with David Walton about it, actually.
Oh,
Yeah. Just the other day we did.
Walt?
Do you want, baby?
Yeah, dude, nice.
The Battery Man.
Yeah, I saw that whole thing unfolding on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it just is what it is, dog. I feel like the people on staff that had Twitters, they put it in the best way they possibly could have. They said, I'm paraphrasing here, but they were all like, I'm glad.
Wait, hold on. When you say on staff, you mean from the actual movie, people that worked on the movie?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Because
Yeah.
I don't really, I don't know, like peripherally, like kind of looked over the stuff or whatever. We discussed the implications of it, but I didn't really like look deep into the thread or really even understand where it originated from or who.
No idea this was a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it
I mean,
was
well,
a little
so
wild.
first of all, you know how Twitter is. Those boys are loud, and girls. Those boys and girls
Yeah.
are loud over on Twitter for sure. But basically, the gist of it was a lot of people that worked on Spider-Verse were all like, hey, you know what? Canonically, this character is not trans, but we're glad that communities can find parallels in her story to their own personal stories and use that as inspiration and all that stuff, which is great.
All right.
But the main theory that was floating around is because there's a lot of similarities that you can make with Gwen's story and, you know, the struggles of a trans person and being closeted, and, you know, anybody in the LGBT community being closeted and like father not accepting her and all that stuff. Started to gain a lot of traction when people were like connecting dots with like, hey, her color, her like suit color scheme. Well, hold on, not that yet. She does. So hold on. She does have like, you know, the trans flag represented in her room and in her world and stuff, you know. But that just means that she's an ally, you know, she has trans friends, all that stuff.
Correct.
But then it started really gaining traction when people are all like, hey, hold on. Her suit, the color scheme of her suit is also pretty close to the color scheme of the trans flag. And then the craziest thing happened because it was an image. It was an image like drawing lines from her suit colors to the trans flag colors. And then that thread was completely halted when somebody did the same thing to Miles's suit and drew it to the Nazi flag. They're all like, it means nothing. It means nothing. So, you know what?
Wild.
You know, cynically, that shit was hella funny. But like, you know, like from an art perspective, like, yeah, you can make the connection that her suit has the same color scheme as like the trans flag and stuff like that. But, you know, her suit is also just a pastel version of the traditional Spider-Man color scheme, red and blue. You know, just a pastel reds is like a pink, and then like a turquoise, like bright blue and stuff. And then a lot of other stuff was popping up in those threads where people were like, well, you know, there's a point. So minor spoilers, nothing crazy, but in Gwen's world, it's a very pastel colored world. I really liked her universe and stuff because people were comparing it to almost like a mood ring world. And like a lot of people's emotions were conveyed in the color palette of the world that was happening around it. So whenever she's talking to her father and they're not really connecting and they're not really on the same page, and at like the height of like her distance from her father, well, not necessarily the height, but like at a peak of where, or one of the heights where her and her father are not on the same page, the color scheme is a lot like is literally the trans flag color scheme. So again, you know, big picture, it's great that a lot of people can find similarities with their own personal struggles with, you know, people on the big screen and whatnot. But thematically and canonically, it really doesn't make sense, because right after that scene where it represents the trans flag colors, she hugs her father. And then as soon as she hugs her father, then primary colors fill the screen, like hugging her father and reconnecting with her father brings quote unquote color back to her world, or like real color. And then, so if you want to use those implications, then what does that mean to the previous implication? Like, does, you know, does reconnecting with her father, like if the old color palette was her identity, is reconnecting with her father erasing her identity? So it's like it's a huge mess or whatever. And, you know, at the end of the day, dude, like, it's great that people are able to find these similarities. Art is always subjective, but, you know, canonically, she's not trans. It's literally it.
Excellent. All right, you summed it up. I'm not gonna go crazy into it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was a little disappointed by the reach, but you explained that very, very well. So I'm gonna leave it alone.
Well, you know what it is, man. Like people just see, you know, it works on both ends of the spectrum. People just see what they want to see sometimes, you know. And if like you're really going through something, then you see that everywhere. Right.
So I also think there's a very real thing on the internet where like you say that something is happening and enough people believe it, and then that thing actually happens.
It's true. It do be like that sometimes.
Again,
one person just throws that thought out there to get other people riled up. You know, some people just like to fuck around on the internet.
Yeah,
I
and
mean-
they made the perfect response. You know, like there was no intention whatsoever, but the fact that like you could relate to it or see yourself in it's great.
Mm-hmm.
They
Yeah.
did extend the olive branch by at least making her an ally with the imagery up in the room and
Yeah.
stuff like that, like you said. So at least it was that. But
Has this been going on like since this movie or like way before?
I think it's just popped up in this movie.
No, I
from what
think it just
remember.
popped up in this movie. But again, we were just talking about
It's not like her
our.
costume design has been altered drastically from her original design. For this
No,
movie.
no, but yeah. So yeah, this is just something new. I think it's a lot of like, I don't know, Gen Zers and like they very free and open and expressive and in tune with their emotions and shit like that. So it is what it is.
Yeah,
You know what?
and
I
you
agree,
know-
bro. The kids are all right.
And seeing yourself represented can be a powerful thing. So they thought that was the case. It wasn't, but she is an ally, and it's nice that they could see themselves in her, whether it had to do directly with their journeys or not. Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. Like I said, it was a little annoying to me for certain reasons that I'm not even going to like delve into right now. But as the parent of a Gen Zer, I totally get it. We have these conversations all the time, so I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
All right. What's
Hey,
the
man.
news?
And that's the way the news goes.
You linked an article also. Somebody linked an article to
I
Hasbro
did.
relying on us. It's up to us.
Oh yeah. Here we go.
Did you
Let's get
imagine?
into the Hasbro news. How about this ominous something? I don't know where this is taking me. Here we go. Just an article at 20's Eye. Hasbro's CEO Chris Cox looking at adult collectors to help abused revenue.
Well,
Okay. I don't know if I want to like read all this, but
The quote is there.
I'm
Just
more of a
read the
headlines guy anyway.
Yeah, just a quote. I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah, the quote, it says, as they're becoming adults, a lot of people are more intense in their loyalties towards brands nurtured when they were kids. Whoa. Let's
Wow.
see.
It's almost as if this happens every 10 years when a certain
Yeah.
age group reaches 30 and suddenly things from 20 years ago are popular again.
Could you imagine?
Here we go. In a recent interview with the Wall Street Journal, Hasbro CEO Chris Cox indicated that he seems to feel that adult collectors will be key in turning things around for them. He stated that 40% of his company's annual revenue now comes from 18 and older collectors, and he expects to grow that to 50% in the next 5 years.
well, that's just more evidence to support what we already known for the past like 10 years right now. That like
Maybe this means they'll stop kind of tiptoe between Marvel Legends being a adult collector line and a children accessible retail line.
well, they all but confirmed this already. We know this. They are catering to us. It's the adults that are buying up all of this shit, that are actively displaying and doing toy photography and also boosting the revenue for all of the adjacent entities and things that we rely on to help with our hobby and shit, like the cameras and lighting and like all of that other type of shit. So yeah, of course.
Poster board companies are.
Poster board, yeah,
Dollar Tree can't keep them in stock long enough.
Dollar Tree is eating. Everybody's eating off of us just trying to bolster our like hobby and shit of collecting action figures. So yeah, of course, that's exactly what it is.
The full Wall Street Journal.
And also,
is linked here too.
It's a sure, safe bet to bet on the adults because those adults are also having children and getting their kids into the fandom and stuff too. So it is what it is. You can't really retain the attention of the kids as much, but periodically the adults will get them back into it and hold them down until they become adults themselves, and then there it is. It's a vicious cycle.
Welcome to 10 years ago, Hasbro.
Right.
Thank you for joining us.
I mean, even 10 years ago, we had like Matty Collector and all that, and it folded. Even Mattel kind of stopped believing in the adult collector direct-to-consumer thing. So I mean, things are a lot different now, but still.
Yeah, well, it didn't fold. They just changed. They just stopped using that moniker, and now it exists again as Mattel
Yeah, true.
Creations. Now it's Mattel Creations. Yeah.
When
I gotta
did this?
buy those.
When was this? Oh, this was today.
That Matty Collector
Came out
was like
today.
a subscription service, you know, where you'd pay like monthly or annually or whatever, and
Well,
then you
it wasn't
or something.
it wasn't all or nothing though with Matty Collector, because I'd remember I'd bought from Matty Collector. You didn't have to have the subscription, but the subscription entitled you to specific things that you wouldn't get or have available without it.
I see.
Yeah. There would be certain figures that were exclusive to the subscription service, but some weren't. Basically, the best ones were subscription exclusive. So.
Did Jay actually write an article here, or he just reposted the article from Twitter or whatever?
I think there's some editorializing here for sure. He just says, he kind of like quotes a few of the things, but he links the full article here.
Yeah, and the final paragraph seems to be like the bigger paragraph seems to be all him.
Yeah.
Got it.
Good for him.
I'm sitting here.
You know, because I think I feel like I hear JC saying, like I say, I've covered this hobby for 20 plus years, long before anyone in the mainstream media was even aware of it, or started creating annoying marketing terms like kidult to describe it. Kidult. We talked about that here on the show, right? Oh man.
We dare not speak it again.
Yeah. Well, only to prove a good point.
Actually,
all right. Is that it for Hasbro?
No, you gotta go to Dan Yoons.
No. We just had something else drop.
Oh yeah, we had this will lead us into it.
Yeah.
Dan Yoon tweeted this out. What?
You echoing over there. Fix your shit.
I think it's you.
It might be me.
It could be me, actually.
Oh. Squeeze me.
Poncho.
Is that better? Still good? Dan Yoon says
check.
Target exclusive Marvel Legends pre-orders are coming on Thursdays this month.
Well, on Wednesday, I mentioned that Thursday, yesterday, the following day after Wednesday, but yesterday before today would be a drop for the Black Widow figure. So that went up for pre-order yesterday, Target exclusive Black Widow. And then I guess Dan is saying that there'll be another drop this coming Thursday or some other Thursday in the month. I don't know. But yeah, if you want to pull up some pictures of Black Widow.
Yeah, pull them up.
I'm actually sitting here opening up this No Way Home 3-pack right now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
And
as I suspected, the deco on each figure looks very good, and they spent a good amount of time detailing each figure. The decos all look very nice. I don't really see any imperfections on my particular set, but off the bat, none of them. Well, let me make sure. Hold on. Yeah, none of them have a calf or boot swivel, which is wild. And if they all had a boot swivel and a toe joint, then they would all be extremely nice.
Too, huh? Interesting.
Yeah, that's I don't know what that's about. That's wild to me. I don't like that. So I don't like that about them, that none of them have a boot swivel. But again, the deco is some of Marvel Legends' best work. You know, they do pretty good work on the movie stuff. Each design and deco is really nice. Like we mentioned about the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, though, he does seem the most kind of like out of place. I don't know, but again, if they're each representing their world and shit and how each movie was kind of like shot, I guess, I feel like his was the most kind of like dark, detailed kind of looking Spidey, I guess. I don't know how to really explain it, but yeah, I'm interested to see where they go with the next set of 3 and the possibility of unmasked heads and possibility of just a bit more articulation. But I think they should have went all out on this pack, and each one of their lower feet should have been different. Should have been a boot swivel and a toe joint, and then these joints would have been very, very nice. But yeah, Black Widow here is part of the 60th year anniversary celebration of the Avengers. This is a brand new female buck for Marvel Legends, so way more posable than anything they've put out in the past. Well, that Hasbro has put out in the past, because Toy Biz definitely had some really posable figures that were just wonky and oddly proportioned. But this is almost like a deluxe figure. You get a lot here. You get 3 interchangeable heads.
One of them
effects.
sucks.
One of them sucks for sure. But I mean, we've had so many Black Widow figures over the years that, you know, you could pretty much throw all your other Black Widows in the fucking garbage and then just keep the heads, basically.
This supposed to be the one
sure.
that
Yeah, that weird ass hair is no
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, that scope is a little wild, but
looks like
hey,
the one from
man.
the old 2-pack.
It does. But you know what's wild is as of late, a lot of the like hair sculpts, you could like easily like peel them off and swap other stuff on and try other stuff. So, you know,
Yeah,
it might be
shout out to G.I. Joe for that, huh?
yeah, yep.
They
Shout out to
really
G.I.
could
Joe.
standardize that though. It's probably a small parts thing, which again wouldn't be a problem if it wasn't a retail accessible child friendly line.
But yeah, $27 they want it for this. If you were a fool like me and you just pay straight up and didn't try to get free shipping, or you didn't have a Target card or red card or whatever they're calling that shit, then it came out to like $37 with taxes and shipping and all of that stuff. Slated to ship next month on the 30th, I believe it said July 30th.
That's a quick ass turnaround.
Yeah, quick turnaround. So, yeah, I think this is one to own. Like I said, if you get this, then you could possibly retire all of your other Black Widows, or at least your Black Widows with the all black suit. You know, I can see the inevitable release of this buck with her with the gray costume as well.
And just get ready every Thursday.
Basically,
it's gonna go down this way. New drop every Thursday.
But yeah, show the layout with everything, Fabio. So, you know, $27 for all of these things here. That's how Marvel Legends should be. 3 sets interchangeable hands, 3 heads, a couple guns, the gauntlets, the blast effects, the smoke effects. This is not bad at all for $27.
Yeah, those fingers are a little
Really,
they're a little long, but this is good.
This really should be the standard. This is shades of that Doctor Strange.
Exactly. If all of the regular figures were loaded out like this, then $27 per figure wouldn't actually be a bad thing, you know?
No. Can they do a full wave like this though? You know,
they could do whatever they want. Will they? Is the question.
Big sure.
So yeah, they've been doing really well with Avengers, and if you've been paying attention and you've been sticking to the script here, you're gonna have a very nice, well articulated, cohesive couple of versions of the Avengers, or a few different versions of classic Avengers teams. Basically, when this is all said and done, you could do some nice mixing and matching with the 80th anniversary stuff and 20th anniversary of Marvel Legends stuff, and then this 60th anniversary of the Avengers stuff. You'll be able to really put some cool teams together. So that's that for Hasbro. Unless there was something else from Hasbro. That's it for Marvel Legends for right now. Prosecution.
Prosecution, baby.
Sorry, I was watching a TikTok.
That's the story of my life. Being somewhere where everything's quiet, and then
was there anything else Hasbro related?
Wait, no, Rick Jones. This is $27, not $27.99. So $28.
$28. And don't worry, if you didn't order this on Target's website, it's a Target exclusive. It'll be in the store too. So I mean, if you know, you should be able to find it in the store. You don't have to pay shipping and all of that other stuff. It'll probably come out to like $30 with tax and stuff in the store. I guess maybe, I don't know, depending on where you are.
Honestly, I might get this and just put the the overlays on an extra Catwoman body, Mezco.
Put your heads up, man.
That might work. Can we check in on the Haslab just to see where it is?
Yeah.
Sure. What a great idea.
On the old Dragonfly?
Mm-hmm.
Gotta be killing it.
Remember when we were all like live on this podcast being like, oh, it's never going to make it. G.I. Joe's not a popular enough brand. If the Engine of Vengeance couldn't do it, how could this 3-foot helicopter do it?
That
Yeah, I
was
remember that.
so us, man.
That was us. Oh man,
It's about to hit
we were
the.
wrong.
It's about
We
to
were
hit
dead
the.
wrong.
It's about to hit the first goal, right?
Oh, about to hit the first goal.
178, just over 800 left to go to get the first stretch goal, I guess, which is the not him,
Ripcord.
not Wild Bill, because he comes with it.
Ripcord.
Ripcord. Wait, where's the bigger picture? There we go.
There he is.
Ripcord. So I'm getting there.
We are
I have
getting
not
there.
ordered one, but I might.
It'll definitely happen by tomorrow, I'd say.
Mm-hmm. I'm just, I mean, I know this won't get charged till forever, but, you know, we have like, 40 days to go left on this thing?
Yeah, definitely no rush to.
Yeah, 38 days, but with Mezco Con coming on the 14th, you know, things are tight.
Yeah,
Tight,
and
tight.
I'm assuming we'll get like at least what the next tier is on Monday, if not both. They'd be smart to just do both and get that hype going fast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they'll probably show it this weekend, right? What do you think?
Yeah, I'd say so. This weekend, Monday, they should.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
By Monday, we'll see Ripcord, I'm sure.
Monday.
Mm-hmm. We'll have Ripcord, yes.
Then again, we got well over a month for this to slowly sail toward its goal, and I'm sure in the last, 48 hours of the campaign, we'll see it really surge. So, plenty of
I
time.
think we're supposed to be seeing the Marvel Legends one at Comic-Con, right? I think that's where it's going to be announced. Am I tripping?
Oh, is that what they said?
Am I tripping? Because you don't want to overlap, I would assume, right? 38 days from now, Comic-Con.
This is still going to be going on during Comic-Con, isn't it?
Oh, okay. Well,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, 38 days will take us like through the end of July, right? July 17th, Comic-Con would be what, 18 through 23? Is that what we said?
So the campaign will end right before Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Timing seems pretty good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 19 to 23 would be there.
You know what? That means that they're gonna have it on display at Comic-Con, I'm sure.
Yeah. I mean, they had the Hiss tank last year too, so, and that was going on, I think, during Comic-Con. I think it was still ongoing.
Yeah, they'll have one fully painted up proto or whatever, I guess.
Yeah, it'll be the first thing you see when you enter through door D or whatever.
Will we be able to spin the rotor?
That'd be so cool. If they let me hold it and make noises, I'll back it on the spot.
Hey, do you mind? I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go to the Mezco booth really quick. I'm gonna put it next to the figures. Hold on. Wait.
Yeah. I want to see if this roadblock fits in there. I'll be right back.
I'm gonna put it next to Destro. Wait here. Just wait here. Wait. I'll be right
back. Yeah, there we go. There's a little update on these guys. We'll see them at the Comical Con, and then we'll find out what the next one will be then.
It's beautiful.
Sure.
All right. What else we got?
You love this TV?
What else we got? How about a little McFarlane? Quick hit of McFarlane, huh?
Yeah, very, very quick.
Real quick.
Bit of McFarlane.
Real quick, Bug. How's the air quality there? Is it getting better?
Today was a lot better. We got back down to the safe levels. The sky wasn't really red anymore, but you could still kind of like. I'm still feeling a little like congested, or like a little like you could still kind of feel it in the air a bit more, but a lot less people were wearing masks and stuff outside today, and people were like kind of doing their regular shit. And again, the sky looked normal, but there was still some remnants of it out there, but definitely better. Today was the best day. Sure.
Good. That's good. It's good to hear. Can I share one of the most out-of-pocket comments I've heard about that whole fiasco?
About what?
You do.
About what?
About that whole thing?
Sure.
Somebody said, I can't remember where I read this, but somebody said that people in New York can't list their figures from coming from a smoke-free home anymore.
No.
No.
Well, technically, I mean, they told you to close all your windows and stuff. Anyway, you wasn't even supposed to like, you wasn't supposed to be breathing that shit at all if you could avoid it.
You sure about that?
You sure about that?
You sure about that? Anyway,
Yeah, shout out to the whole city of New York looking like it was filmed by Zack Snyder.
and shout out to the Superman figure that looks like it was shot in the city during that time.
I will
With
say
the biggest hands in the game.
those are crazy hands. I will say I've only experienced like something similar to the way New York looked the other day. It was whenever the last crazy hurricane was here, I think like 3 years ago, maybe. For like a whole afternoon, the sky really just looked like that. And it wasn't like smoke or anything. It really looked like the whole thing was just like in a sepia filter. It was crazy.
We
It
get
looked
it.
like Mexico in movies.
we get that here every summer with the
Oh, shit.
wildfires. It sucks. We hate it. It fucking sucks. Nobody likes it.
All right, so why are we talking about the Superman? He's got big hands.
Look at his hands, dude.
His hands are crazy.
The sheer state of them. What is going on? Oh my! Like, is this cool? Like, do McFarlane fans like this? That they're doing the
Ask
limited 3,000 color pop thing?
Listen, McFarlane fans will defend. I mean, it's like any property, I suppose. But
Doing repaints.
every time I go on, or every time I look at the comments on this stuff, it's a bunch of people like, "Oh, this is great. It's cool." You don't really see too many negative comments unless they erase them.
It's true.
That's true.
All right, but the big news, they're doing Blue Beetle figure. There it is.
There he is.
Oh, from the movie, huh?
Old
Be
Jaime.
Beetle.
This is specifically from the upcoming movie, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, the design is so similar to comic though that
it's a really good design, dude. Yeah,
Yeah,
it'll work
it's-
for anything.
it's practically 1-to-1. You know, it's a
Mhm.
shot-for-shot remake.
Yeah, there's some like crazy like just like detailing work over here, you know.
Practically a shot-for-shot remake.
And then they showed his villain as well. I never heard of him, but
His villain? Oh yeah, this guy.
Whoa.
Carapax.
This guy looks like every game that claimed to be the Halo killer all at once.
Yeah.
this is gonna be the Halo killer. Sorry,
Yeah.
Microsoft, but Sony did it.
Master Chief. Who?
This guy looks
It
cool
looks-
though. This guy looks really
Yeah.
cool. Oh
Yeah,
my
it looks
God.
pretty cool. It definitely looks
Crimson
like some
Tinker.
some Halo-esque design, though, for sure. This
Yeah,
is kind of like right up McFarlane's alley, though, in terms of something that they would sculpt and make look nice, you know.
Ooh, awfully Owu. Looks like Pacific Rim 2. That's great.
Yeah.
All right.
Capliv says
Nope.
villain should have been Black Beetle. Why no White Beetle? Huh?
So
You're
wait a
trying to
minute.
divide us, brother.
Is this a totally new character?
I'm sure he's in the comics or something, but he's obviously not like fucking A-list A-list villain or anything like
What's
that.
his name?
Carapax?
Carapax. Let's take a look.
Well, you know, like a carapace. Like bugs have a carapace. And he's Carapax. Hello? Is this thing on?
Is this thing on? Hello.
I'm just
this
reading-
guy
I'm-
kind of
I'm
looks
reading
like this. Yeah.
Yeah, he does. He does look like. Yeah, I'm reading the fictional bio right now. Alright. Not bad.
Like,
He really do be looking like this. That's crazy.
He looks. Yeah, they're not like pulling something out of their ass. Like
Hey, number
oh my
one
god, his
DC
name is
podcast.
Conrad Carapax. It's not like a name that they made up.
no, yeah.
Like a nom de guerre.
Bro,
It's
if
like
my first name was Conrad too, I'd turn to a life of villainy as well. Shout out
I
to
mean,
Conrads
yeah.
out there.
he's got like that old school, you know, vibe, but I guess he's a more modern villain too. But you know, that's generally what he looks like. Yeah,
That's him.
kind of cool. I wonder whether there's like a more modern look to him somewhere.
Bro, don't tell me that's how he looks like in the movie with a fucking mullet. It's wild.
This guy, hope
Still
so.
thinks this guy thinks he's Theo Vaughn. What's
I
going
was
on?
just about
You
to
know,
say whose Tio is this?
Somebody's fucking Theo went a little nutty.
He looks like he's been in jail
yeah. There
for
he is in the
like
trailer.
stealing VCR.
Oh
Been in
yeah,
jail for that long.
that's like one of the funniest memes. Like Fast and the Furious is so old that their first movie is about them stealing VCRs.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
How about the fact that the car competition is called Race Wars?
Race Wars.
No.
Race Wars.
No fucking way.
Yeah, I swear to God.
Yeah, the Race Wars.
And then there's the movie where Letty loses her memory, and then the next movie he's like trying to jog her memory or whatever. And he's like, "Baby, I'm gonna take you to your favorite event. It's gonna clear this whole thing right up. We're going to Race Wars."
Race Wars.
Are they an interracial couple?
Yeah, it's Dom, who's like vaguely
Racially ambiguous
Italian?
at best.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
and
I mean,
Letty,
well,
who's Michelle Rodriguez.
I mean,
sure.
realistically, Vin Diesel's black, but and Letty's Hispanic. There you go.
Yeah, but like in the movie Toretto, leads you to believe. But anyway, he's a paisan. But yeah,
everything is family.
and he insists on Sunday supper. So I had to assume he's a paisan.
Mr.
Anyway,
Williams,
what
a great
about-
comment.
Hey, how about some more limited to 3,000 pieces? Super cool stuff.
I'm good. Mr. Williams says Race Wars is so wild because Car Wars was such an easy layup.
Star
Wait,
Wars.
what?
Yo.
Oh man.
I cannot believe I have to go back and rewatch those movies just for that.
Oh, dude,
Yeah,
you
you
have
should.
to. You have to. Yeah, it's worth the rewatch.
Hey, dude, what if your Scarecrow looked like this?
What if my Scarecrow was covered in piss and I had a black light?
What
This
if,
is the-
what if he literally had Mountain Dew surging through his veins?
You know what this is? This is those like TikTokers who like next time you go to your hotel room, you need to do this.
Oh my god.
Oh no, I've had a McFarlane limited of 3,000 pieces in my bed sheets.
This McFarlane Scarecrow is disgusting. This is what Todd doesn't want you to know. Look at this. Under blacklight.
Yeah.
Hey, but that's not all. How about a Joker one too? Huh?
Does he come with TVs?
No, he does not.
Then I don't care.
You know what we should do? We should dress the Joker like the Riddler. Be genius.
Brilliant. Get
Okay.
this employee a raise and a height adjustment.
I was just saying, and a pair of platform shoes.
Oh man.
Cavaliers
There
does
you
bring up
go.
a good
Let's do
point.
it.
He says the Scarecrow does look like the Neon Gang from Batman Forever and Batman and Robin. So if you're really out there
Oh,
Is that a
itching
good thing?
for the Neon Gang Scarecrow representation, then hell yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Chris O'Donnell is somewhere ready to fight. I'll tell you that.
Is
No.
is there something about this other than the limited number of it that makes it especially collectible?
The
No.
color, you can only get it with the limited number.
Oh,
but
I see.
Who cares? It looks terrible.
All
Shout
right,
out to
that's
Darth
it for McFarlane.
Gutierrez in the chat for being the only person taking this seriously. Easy pass on this Joker.
Yeah,
Hell yeah,
yeah.
brother. I'm
This
with you.
Joker, yeah.
I'm with
No,
you.
This Joker was a must get, but it's an easy pass on this one.
Oh,
Well, it's
yeah.
funny if you look at this Joker's comments. Literally, everybody's hating it. Even the Todd fanboys are like, "Come on, man! Like
Simply-
another Joker repaint. Like, not in this one. The other Joker.
Force ghost teeth.
You literally cannot do a fucking clear translucent figure without it being called Force Ghost.
That's true.
Even poor Jesus was Force Ghost Jesus.
Of course I do. He's me.
Oh man. This is there you go. Oh, thank Robert.
Hold on.
We talked about
we have a crazy development. Darth Gutierrez with a crazy switch up. I'll be down for the Sonar Joker though.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, I knew it. I knew it.
No,
I was
no.
saying it ironically, but it's only funny because that's a real thought. And look, someone had it.
Hell yeah, man. Hit us with the
Nah,
shrugs.
dude, you're
I respect
totally
it.
cool.
I respect it.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
I got a couple of purchases in my collection as well.
I mean, I can't even like be mad at Todd because I do the same fucking shit with Mezco. Like how many
You sure
different
do.
colors? That's different. It's different though because these aren't just straight like colorways.
Oh,
the different
yeah.
versions
Explain.
have different soft goods patterns as well.
Yeah,
So it's like
yeah.
sculpt, basically.
Yeah. It's totally different.
Yeah, no, there's no color hit ones. There's straight up black and white versions of the Dark Knight and Dread, and I have it right here.
It's totally different.
Point.
100%. All right, are we done?
Serious.
Yeah. What's next? Enough of Todd. Get him out of here.
How about the Fwoosh?
This is crazy.
It's kooky.
The Fwoosh is teaming up with the Madhouse to bring us Ninja Scroll.
Hell yeah. Shout out to everybody who was between the ages of 11 and 13 when this movie dropped and tried to watch it with their parents. Fuck that.
I didn't even know that Madhouse is the company that fucking owned Ninja Scroll. That's crazy.
Yeah, Madhouse is everywhere, dog.
Yeah, shout out to fucking Madhouse. This figure looks great. I can't wait for this.
It looks really good. This is a crazy this is a crazy acquisition too. This is a crazy license to get, man. And like this is probably one of those situations just like June was talking about the other day where they're all like, "Oh, you sure you want it?" Yeah, no one's really asking for it because I can't really imagine anybody's asking for Ninja Scroll stuff in 2023, but like it's such a pivotal, anime for just like Western anime culture. I'm surprised nobody's done it so far.
Yeah, it's really strange. Like, I've interviewed Bandai and like Kodo and all these companies, Max Factory before. These companies, man, like they really don't think people care about these old like iconic licenses. They think it's strange. Like whenever I bring up things like Yu Yu Hakusho and like Inuyasha and Ninja Scroll, they'd be like, "Do people really want that?" I'd be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Like these were formative animes for like Americans. Like I don't understand. Like how does this not like how can you be doubting what I'm saying right now? Like they would always act like I don't think people want that, and I'd be like, what are you talking about? People don't want that? Like who have you asked? You're the guy that works in your fucking sculpting department? Like who are you asking? Like I don't understand. And they'd always make it seem like it was like a really tough like hurdle to do, and they didn't know if they would take the chance. But like, I like somebody taking the chance, man. You never know until you give it a shot.
Do not miss your one shot.
Yeah,
do not miss your chance to blow. That's 2 M&M references.
There's opportunities, and sometimes they only come once in a lifetime.
You better.
They're losing themselves with this one. I like it.
It's very.
I did not. There's no way if you would have told me like, what do you think the Fwoosh is going to do next? I would never think like an anime license, and they're going to pay for it.
Yeah, the anime.
Did you guys order the skeletons from the Fwoosh?
What? Say what?
They did some skeletons, right?
Oh.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
I ordered a couple, yeah.
Did those actually come out? They didn't come out yet, right?
No, they're not out yet.
Okay.
Should be a little while longer, but they do look good. Oh yeah, they had announced this a while back.
Yeah, like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
That's
SDCC. So they're hashtagging it SDCC 2023. So perhaps we'll see it there. Where would this be? Is Fwoosh gonna have their own booth? That'd be cool.
Be pretty tight.
Yeah.
Had they before? I don't think so.
I don't know how the setup is because I haven't gone in a few years. I haven't been since 2019.
Yeah, that year we went. Yeah.
But what they used to do was there used to be this booth, right across, but right behind the Hasbro booth, closer to the end of the wall, and it would have various brands there. It would have like Mythic Legions. It would have that random ass company that did the figures from that one ABC show Once Upon a Time. Like it was just a booth where like all those little companies would just have their own detofs on like sections, and they would have like like
independent companies. It was that company that was doing the like werewolves and shit too.
Yep. The Gene St. Jean, the Gene St. Jean stuff.
Oh yeah, Creature Replica.
Yeah, they would all have that one booth that they would all share and have their own individual detofs, and I would assume it would be there if I had to make the assumption.
All right. Well, see you there.
Yeah, believe it.
Yeah,
We'll see you
they're
there.
coming. They're coming back to the A.C.B.A. Airbnb.
No, you know, it looks like these Fwoosh skeletons have released before. They're saying that they're going to be in hand at PowerCon.
This is a new version, so they did a PowerCon exclusive, basically. So that was the glow in the dark versions.
Well, I mean, if there's a PowerCon exclusive, then that means that there was a non-exclusive, and they
Yeah, but I don't know if they're out yet because I should probably update my shipping information.
They have to have been out. How that's so strange. Like you have exclusives out before you even have your pre-orders. That's
That
pretty
happens
nutty.
sometimes though. Like when Super 7 put out the G.I. Joe stuff, the first one that was in hand was the SDCC exclusive bat last year.
And they took pre-orders before the bat.
Yeah. There was like an as yet unfulfilled wave 1, yeah.
Yeah, that's really weird. I'd be mad as hell if I pre-ordered.
You know, brother?
That doesn't tickle my fancy, pal. All right.
Well, it happened. Sorry, bro.
I think
I guess I missed the skeleton. Oh no, it's still actually. Is it in stock? I don't know. I'm looking at the on Fwoosh Toys right now. Oh, I guess it's from the PowerCon. The PowerCon hasn't happened yet, has it? Oh,
Well,
the Bistro sold out.
that post was 7 weeks ago.
I know, but this is like separate from the Fwoosh Toys. This is like being you go through the PowerCon website to order their exclusives.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's Spencer Powers.
Yeah, dude.
He has no Spencer Powers?
Can you believe this?
There he is.
It's Pixel Dan.
Of course.
I love that they have such a big image.
Yeah.
What
Really
the fuck?
high res.
High res pics here.
Super power con.
Detailed high res pics. All right, what's the next, Bandai?
We are reaching. Yeah.
Seriously.
Oh, I want this. Trevor, help! I want this. Trevor.
Yeah,
help.
let's talk Bandai. Real quick,
What's
let's
going on
catch
with
up on
Bandai?
some super chats there real quick.
Oh yeah.
At the top of the show, hopefully it'll still let me pull it up. Whoopsie. At the top of the show, the man, the myth, BXTR Works hit us with 4 fist bumps. Thank you so much, brother. Hell yeah, dude.
You can't see it.
Killing
I'm
it.
fisting
Killing
you
it.
back, man. You can't
I
see
hope your
it.
SDCC.
Whoa,
Good.
buddy.
Whoa.
Sorry.
BXTR Works is taking us to Pound Town.
No.
4 tickets to Pound Town, please.
Bro Biggs, the man, the myth, hit us with 20 earlier in the show as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Bo.
Yeah, flagrant right now, man. Yeah, real flagrant, man. Come on.
Tim Smith also just now hit us with 5. He said, "Y'all are killing it. Shout out to the crew. Love, peace, and chicken grease." Hell yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
Dude, thank you, Tim.
T. Smith.
Shout out Tim Smith, man.
Dude, thank you.
Always killing it. Hell yeah. All right, let's talk some Bandai. Rick, take it away. What
Yeah,
has
head on
been
over to
going on?
Lago. Head on over to Lago.
What's up with Lago? I love that guy. Hope
You
he's
know
here.
him, Lago? He's a good man. He just reviewed
man.
he just reviewed The Ape. Go watch it on his YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, he did.
The
Oh
ape?
dude, he's
What ape?
the bootleg Oozaru.
Oh, the bootleg Dragon Ball Z ape.
Not the
Yeah,
one
this
that
guy.
Pancho hates, but the good one.
Hey,
Mexican
he's one of the
bootleg.
good ones.
He's one of the good ones. You're not like those other ones.
You're one of the
You're
good
not
ones.
those other Mexican bootleg Oozarus.
Well-mannered, well-spoken. You know, one of the
Wow,
good
you
ones.
speak really good English for a Mexican bootleg Oozaru.
If you wouldn't have told me that you were a Mexican bootleg, I wouldn't have believed it.
True. Do you use hair straightener? What's going on?
All right, catch you later, amigo.
Wow, you're so fair-skinned, Mexican bootleg Oozaru. I'm uncomfortable.
Mhm.
Your pain apps are practically American. I don't know.
Oh, shit. You have to end it with Mexican bootleg Oozaru. You could be talking about anything, Rick.
Has to.
It's like saying over on a walkie-talkie.
This
The
the
articulation looks,
last thing I'll say about this figure. Oh, sorry, Bug. My fault.
No, I was saying articulation looks kind of limited, huh?
It is limited for what it is. It is very limited, but the The silver lining here is you expect this thing to be a statue, so anything you get out of it is just a happy little surprise at the end of it.
Oh yeah.
The last thing I'll say about this Mexican Bootleg Oozaru is it is very exotic looking. I wonder if its sculptor was a GI.
Yeah, we're gonna have to start saying
GI.
we're gonna have to acronym this shit out. MBO, all right.
Oh,
Classic
MBO.
MBO.
Classic MBO. So put that disclaimer up real quick.
He's got the Filippelli effect, man. I like it.
Absolutely. Static Thunder just hit us with 5. He said, "Yo, just got back from seeing Transformers. Only 3 words: monkey go crazy. Incredible."
Wow, what perfect timing, Static.
Okay.
You're a maniac. I can't believe what perfect timing.
Dude, yes.
The monkeys
How
do go
good
crazy
was
in that
it?
movie.
You do, bro.
Yeah, I gotta watch it.
Batman
was
just
so
hit us with
cool.
10 as well.
He was Ron Perlman.
Batman?
Sorry.
Fat Man hit us with 10. He said, "What is a dream character you guys want made into a figure that isn't a figure yet, or a good figure? Also, see that McFarlane Blue Beetle? He rocking a hunchback. LOL, good old McFarlane."
He is? I just think it's the backpack.
Yeah, it's the backpack.
It's just the backpack. The Beetle bag. Backpack.
I'm a
Let him have the burn, brother. Let him have the burn.
Yeah, okay. You get the burn. Well, so who's gonna go first? What figures you guys want?
It's a mob. It's Mob from Mob Psycho. That's what I want. That's all I want. Period.
Dream character? I was just thinking about this. There's other companies like doing them, but in like different scales. But how about a good soft goods?
Oh,
Rick, you're gonna be with me on this one.
Bane.
Zorro.
Ooh, I think we said it once before on here that it didn't really make sense that that's not like a pulp character that
Yeah.
they won. It's like
Dude, I grew up on those movies, like the Antonio Banderas ones. Oh, so good.
yeah,
And like the
perfect.
old like 1930s serials.
Dude, when I grew up and found out that Catherine Zeta-Jones wasn't Latina, I was like, what the fuck? She looks so Latina. What is this?
Dude, Zorro the Gay Blade. I would love it.
Let's go. You want to talk about an ally?
I mean, straight up, I'll take Mask of Zorro, like Antonio Banderas Zorro. That'd be amazing. But it's got to be soft goods. Yeah. I don't care if it's like one of these third-party companies doing it. If they do like the bullet head V mask, but it's instead of Zorro, it's like Z guy.
So
Z
man.
It's a little too flamboyant to not be soft goods. You got to really, pull out all the stops for Zorro.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, and I mean his outfit is like pretty billowy anyway, so it would be better to make it soft goods instead of just having like thickly sculpted sleeves that like don't allow for much articulation.
Thick.
Good question, Batman. Thank you.
Who's next?
I was actually expecting it to turn into a Beyond Belief reference at some point.
It's fiction. Who's next?
I'm still thinking. So just a character that has never had a figure. Was that it?
Or just like the dream version of a character that has had a figure.
Isn't a figure yet or a good figure?
Okay.
Yeah,
right,
something like that.
Give me a couple more minutes.
I'll go because I already fucking got it, baby.
Okay.
And Poncho gave his really quickly. I still stand by it. I'd love a Mayfex Static Shock. I'd love a Mezco Static Shock. Anybody to do it. What we got from DC Direct was a sham. I mean, I love that figure. I have it. But speaking realistically, taking my own obsessiveness of Static Shock aside, like, there's no fucking open hands on this character. Like, that's like his whole thing. He's not punching people. There's no reason for him to only have fists. They stole his jacket. It's just it was incomplete. It's like giving us fucking Spider-Man without whip hands. Makes no sense.
No one would ever do
They
that.
really did just give us a naked Static.
Yeah, if I was telling Brian Carter, Caplives the other day, if I ever got like a milestone line, like a milestone figure line, a good one, not fucking some McFarlane big fist bullshit. if I got good quality,
icon with the biggest fists.
Yeah, with the biggest fist in the fucking game. If I got good quality, like Mayfex level, Mezco level, milestone characters, let's just say the big 3. Let's just go Static, Icon, and let's just throw Rocket in there. I guess you could interchange that with hardware if you want. But if I got those, I don't even know if I'd bother collecting anymore because I don't think anything would ever excite me more than something like that would. I think it would just be peak. You know, it's funny. I've throughout my whole life, I've always heard people like Billy Mahoney's one of those people. Like he'll talk about like, oh, if they ever made this, then I'd be done. And I'd always talk to Billy and be like, man, what are you talking about? Just because they made one thing, you're done? What are you talking about? But now, looking back, yeah, I'd say they made something like that. I'd be good. Close second is SHF making a Mr. Popo.
All right. I'm gonna say, how about some Boondocks figures?
Oh man, yeah, that'd be
I think
great.
that'd be cool.
I like that, dude. That's a good one.
Put them
think
on
that'd
those
be dope.
put them on those little alien bodies.
Oh my god.
Just get the head sculpts, put them on the alien bodies. Be great.
Yeah, if they were like, super stylized and look exactly like the animation, that'd be cool. At least to have the main characters, the grandfather and the two kids.
Yeah, I'd love it.
Uncle
love
Rug's
it.
Block situation. Super 7 doesn't.
magnificent.
man.
Oh my goodness.
A Thugnificent SDCC exclusive.
Oh my god, Gangstalicious 2-pack. Come on. Actually, all we really need is Gin Rummy.
Can we get a Lethal Interjection 5-pack?
The exclusive is just a chair, just in a blister pack that folds.
You know who they should make? They should make those white boys that were voiced by Samuel L. Jackson and Charlie Murphy.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, Gin Rummy. That's the dude that takes Ed Jr. out for the crime spree. Remember? The Xbox killer.
Oh, there you go. I didn't remember his
It's
name.
literally just Sam Jackson like repeating his speech from Pulp Fiction. Yeah, that's great. That's a good call, Boog. Mezco would be amazing for that. I'm saying.
Oh, here we go. It would though.
Put it on a.
You
know what? Put it on the vapor body. Put them on the vapors.
Yeah. I mean, you might need something even smaller than that. But I mean, in terms of like really going all out with the clothes and stuff like that, yeah, I think either it would have to be like super stylized and perfect like the Simpsons figures or some shit like that, or go the more like realistic route with the Mezco shit for sure. The soft goods and stuff.
Flocked
Mexico.
afros. Hello.
Yeah, it could happen.
That's vapor, baby.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I'm sure the other Hoods members will get their flocked hair as well. If we ever get them.
We'll see what happens. We'll see. Well, Mezco's not even going to be at Comic-Con, are they?
I don't know. It seems like if they're doing their big event like next week, then probably not.
Yeah, especially because they're calling it MezCon. Like,
yeah, and that was like during SDCC last year. So
yeah, and it's tough because I don't blame any company for like looking at their expenses and going like, we don't need to go to Comic-Con.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we've said that, but in Mezco's case, I'm on the case.
You're on their head, man.
Private Eye Boog, I'm telling you, they're running out of funds over there. Keep saying it.
I feel like the way that Mezco does their, booths now, it doesn't make as much sense to do it at something big like Comic-Con, because I feel like a lot of the stuff that gets people in your booth at cons like that is like the big license stuff. So if all of their like cutouts and like the whole theming of their booth is all like Rumble Society, which nobody's really heard of outside of Mezco collectors, it maybe doesn't make sense to, do it to get people into the booth. And therefore, a smaller con works better for that, like Designer Con.
Nothing says, this company is filled with people in the fandom that are annoyed that they're so quiet, so much radio silence, they don't say anything. Nothing helps that by completely disappearing. Huh? It's not even showing up anymore. I love it.
Yeah.
But I get it. I get it. Realistically, like I get it. Sorry, go ahead. I said when all these video game companies stopped wanting to go to those shows, and Marvel stopped going to Comic-Con, like it all makes sense.
Oh yeah, so Mezco's on their Marvel shit for sure. Actually,
they're on their Marvel shit for real.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to be fair, it does make sense to save a couple coins when you know everything's digital now anyway. I get
sure.
it, but
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see how much they're really spending on people running the booth, because I was the only one there just talking to howdy doodads coming to look at the booth, not anyone actually employed to work there.
you and your arch nemesis.
I mean, it's a one-sided thing, I suppose.
I think it's a lot to do with just renting out the space, and then what do you call it? Renting out the space, and then the shipping of all their stuff. They got to freight line all that stuff there. Like, a lot of money. That stuff adds up. We do freight line stuff for this biscuit place, like this place called Callie's Biscuits. You might have some of their stuff in like the frozen food section of your Walmarts, but like we built like 2 big ass crates for them, and they ship that stuff to like conventions and shows all over the place. And each time that freight line is like, dude, that thing is like $1,000, something like that. It's crazy.
Hey, by the way, Punch, check the stream. It's just showing like a sky.
Yeah, and it's not even not even just that. The other cost that comes with doing these things at conventions, just from being with Udon at Comic-Con and stuff like that a few times. It's not just that. These cons, they charge you just to bring things in. It's crazy. Because they all hire all those union workers to set it up. You have to be charged a fee just to bring the stuff in. So a lot of times, like smaller companies, like I'm assuming Jada would do what I'm about to describe. But smaller companies will just like get the cars of the people that work at the company and be like, dude, just take all this shit and put it in your car and bring it up to the front of Comic-Con before the con obviously opens, and bring in the stock. Because you're tied up with not only having to pay for them to bring it in, but you have to wait. There's a million booths that need these union workers to bring things in, and their fucking power lifters or whatever the fuck they have. You're in like a waiting list. Like sometimes you're just beholden to like, hey man, there's nobody with a fucking machine right now. You're gonna have to wait like 3 hours for the next open machine to come bring your pallet in.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, so it's not just the cost, it's the wait, and you have to do things their way. So, and it's figures like that, I'm sure it'd be really hard for Mezco to do. Or any small company, to have to put up.
We cut them enough slack. What's next?
Real quick, before we move on, Cap Lives hit us with 2. He said, Rick, Mezco Blood Syndicate would be fire. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, Blood Syndicate would be incredible. I'd fucking cry if we got that.
Fat Man hit us with 5 as well. He said, my dream is an amazing comic book Etrigan figure, and some Black Dynamite figures would be dope.
We did talk about Etrigan a few times, didn't we?
Yeah, with Paul did the Etrigan. He said for Icons before it went defunct. That's that true. Etrigan, I dream of that figure. I think about it like I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I think about that figure probably like 2 times a week. Man, you remember that Etrigan? I say it to myself. I'm like, you remember that fucking Etrigan? Damn it! And when I heard that,
you already asked me on Monday.
When I heard that DC Direct was coming back, but it was really just going to be McFarlane, I didn't care because I thought, man, what if we get the fucking Etrigan? But obviously that's not going to happen. Even though they did all those fucking stupid ass deceased bullshit, like, come on, it's terrible.
He also bookends his comment saying Figure Arts also announced they're doing Sandland figures. Yeah, we talked about that on Wednesday, actually.
Live.
Yeah.
Literally 7 seconds after the announcement,
yeah,
baby.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, and that's the only topic we have left, Bandai.
J. Michael Johnson hit us with 5 as well. He said, there are no knows, but there are also unknown unknowns. Things we don't know that we don't know.
That's actually
me and my
known knowns, and there are known unknowns, but there are also unknown unknowns. Things we don't know, we don't know.
Me and my best friend say this to each other more than I would like to admit. Especially like when we're sitting with like him and his lady, and like we're talking about nerd shit, and she goes, "What are you talking about?" He'll just bust out well, listen, baby, there's knowns, and then there are known unknowns. And she'll just shut the fuck up. Like, I don't want to know what the fuck you guys are talking about.
Also, A.C.B.A podcast alumni Emia Starlock in the comments saying Sideshow is also not showing up at SDCC this year. If you're not selling a large quantity of merchandise at the show to offset costs, then it's not worth it for a small company, especially if you have a full booth. That's very true.
Yeah, that's
Sideshow is a
crazy.
small company?
It's nutty.
No, but they might not have like a lot of things to sell. Like it might be tough to sell someone unless you're already a Hot Toys fan to sell someone on like an exclusive colorway for the show who's just like walking by the booth, you know?
Damn, the biggest collectible booth at the con decides no thanks, Jack. That's nutty.
That's interesting.
I think
That's crazy, man.
It's what we've said before. Like I want to say it was a year or two when all that stuff was happening with E3. A lot of companies just realized that it's just easier to not spend a ton of money going to a show and having to fight for headlines with like 80 other toy companies where they can just do a stream or just make a post on Instagram completely for free on like just some random Thursday. And then like, that's the entire news, like their headlines for an entire week. Like, just way
I mean,
easier.
you know, realistically, like they don't need to do customer acquisition anymore. Their customers are already there. They don't have to spend that type of money anymore. Yeah. Makes more sense. Makes more sense to do things this way. You just release all these exclusive you're gonna have online, and you don't have to pay for a booth and for the employees, and they do a million giveaways. Like these guys were super active at Comic-Con. It wasn't like a negligible booth. No offense, Bobby, but they were not Mezcoing it. They did a lot of work. They did a lot of fucking streams. They did a lot of interviews and whatnot, and being able to get rid of that, save some money, sounds pretty good.
Absolutely.
Well, there you have it. Is there anything we want to touch on before we head out and come back on Wednesday?
Yeah, we never did Bandai.
Oh, really? I'm sorry. What's happening with
stuck,
Bandai?
we got stuck on Bootleg Oozaru.
I'm sorry.
Off to Lago, Fabio.
Oh.
Boom, there he is. Erosenin. There he is. Boom.
Oh. Okay.
This was a crazy announcement. Not just the fact that they're doing it, but the fact that the faceplates are completely different made everyone lose their minds.
Different
and the face
from what?
From the original release. This was billed as like a recolor exclusive edition, but the figure's the same, colors are different, but when people like took side to side pictures, they noticed that like the faces were completely different.
I see.
I think it's like a total of like, I don't know, like 4 or 5 faces.
Is this going to be it says Anime Expo. Okay.
Anime Expo. Yep. LA's best.
Hell yeah. You got me? What's going on?
I don't think I'm going, but
no.
But I got
try going. I'll get it for you.
You know me, we got you and I, we got a shitload of friends. We'll find a way.
Speaking of killing it, Sonny hit us with 10 funny money dollars. Said, "Yo, Fabio, you're killing it, man."
What? No way. The Sonny?
The Sonny.
Dude, thank you. What's up? Yeah, I knew he was real. Dude, thank you, Sonny.
That name just makes me think of mobsters.
This might be a first time ever that he actually tapped in on the show.
Live? I don't know, man. That's wild. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it.
He has donated before. He said,
by the way, it's 3 a.m. Oh my god. Thank you, dude. I think
3 a.m. in the morning. Thank you for clarifying.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
You're doing it live.
or just waking up, maybe. Who knows?
He just got up to take a pee and checked in real quick.
That's it.
Shit.
He said,
Bobby, I gotta
killing
tell
it
him.
live. I must.
I gotta pop in.
Yeah. Baby, I can't go back. He's killing it right now.
That's true.
All right,
is that it for Bandai?
What's up with Bandai? Is that it? Literally it?
Yeah, that was
Well,
it.
what about these guys?
Oh yeah, Figuarts Mini, the wannabe Nendoroids.
No one gives a shit
always
about
have
these.
this. Well, they have Tamashi buddies last time. All these companies, they always want to be the competition. Although Oh yeah, that's Yamato. Battle
All right.
scarred
Don't
version.
take us down a dark path. What are we looking forward to this weekend? I guess the rest of us have to see Transformers. Oh wait,
Yeah, we gotta
just
watch
me.
Transformers.
Oh
Transformers,
me.
baby.
Oh me
I
and
think
Rick. All right, me
No,
and Rick got to
yeah,
see
yeah.
Transformers, and then all right. I guess Wednesday we could talk spoilers for Spider-Verse, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
I still won't have seen it, but sure.
Why? Why are you
Well, you're not
doing
gonna
this?
see it anyway.
Why are you doing this?
Watch the bootleg. Just watch it on a stream.
All right,
I
send
just-
me a link.
I told him, man. You're out here watching fucking CGI. Can't
That's not
watch the.
cartoons, though.
Oh,
I got
it's
news
animation.
for you, Fabio. Spider-Verse is CGI.
How
Lots
about
of it.
that? How about that?
Yeah,
See,
but,
then it's not.
there's some
But
live.
it's not
The thing
animation.
with Transformers is that it has live action elements, so it grounds the whole thing in a real world.
Hey, don't want to spoil it for you. So does Spider-Verse.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's your
Yo,
excuse
this
now,
is
Fabio?
a wild Hot Toys ad. Did y'all see this Batman Hot Toys?
Oh my god, the blue one?
Oh,
God.
yeah, we should look
That
this
blue
up.
one is fucking gross,
I
man.
think
They're
It's
out
on
there damn
Hot
line.
Toys Collectibles Instagram. No, it's like an ad for an upcoming Batman figure. I guess
that
from
one. Yeah, I think Lago also posted that one. No,
Do not play the sound. I'm sure there's music. I don't know.
No, not this.
It's on Hot
This
Toys
is so cool, though.
Collectibles.
Did you see this? It's all the suits.
Yeah, it's that particular
Oh,
one
it's
right
in
there
here,
that they were
actually. Yeah, it's
advertising.
here.
Though.
Oh, that's fucking gross, bro.
Oh, I didn't mean that one. You have
Oh,
passed.
No, there's
That's the
no.
one I was talking about. This is nasty, bro.
It's nasty. Nah, go back like 2. 4. There it is. That
This one. Yeah,
that one they were showing in like a animated ad or something. I don't know. Check it out on Hot Toys Collectibles Instagram.
Okay.
But beware, I'm sure there's sound.
While you're doing that, Tech and Transmitter hit us with 5 with a great question. He said, "Hey fellas, you got me wondering, what do you guys think was the height of convention toy announcements?" I'd say for him it was Toy Fair 2018 Legends especially. Fascinating. That is a crazy question. That I don't
Yeah,
have the
that's
mental
a pretty crazy
capacity
question.
to think back.
Yeah.
I will say it's that year where Dragon Ball SHF just like went balls to the wall and they had like 8 new reveals. Something crazy. It was just like reveal after reveal after reveal every single day.
What was the year? At least for me, that Mezco had it was the classic Cap and Armored Batman and Shadowland Daredevil were the exclusives. And that
was that 2018?
I
2019?
feel like that's like 16, maybe 2016,
16?
17, something like that. I even have
Maybe you're right.
I have it right here. Let's see. Somewhere.
There's gotta be a date on that thing, huh?
Yeah, hang on. I gotta look. I gotta look at the sticker. The sticker that's on it. Yep, 2016.
2016.
You heard it here. Yeah, 2018 was really good for Mezco too. I remember 19 being great because that was obviously right before the pandemic, but the Designer Con where they did the Pink Skulls the first time, Lone Roach Gomez. That was a huge like turnout, and that's why I say if they're not doing SDCC no more, I'd love to see them come back to DCon.
What year was that when me and you were hanging out, Fabio?
At SD, that was I think that was
2019.
Yeah,
That's 2019.
That was 19?
yeah, when we
I
went
was
to Lego
there.
lines, right?
I was there with you.
Yeah, you were.
That's right. That's when Hasbro had the brunch or the like midday kind of like thing at the
And
that was cool.
the year they had the big display like set up. You know, it was always some kind of like battle scene back in the day, right?
Yeah.
Right.
That was the year they had like the overdrive in like the little jail cell.
Correct.
And then after they did the panel, they like went under the case to pull out all this, physical product of everything that was shown on the panel.
Yep.
That was good. That was a good year.
That was a good year for sure.
I do think probably 2019, like actually physically, objectively might have been the height because everything just took such a step back for 2 years after.
Yeah,
I will say though, like my funnest year though still was the year where I ruptured my Achilles.
Wheelchair Boog. Yeah,
Because
where Slings was pushing you around, right?
yeah. I mean, everybody was there. This was like, it was just the golden time. I don't know. It was just great. We was just having so much fun aside from the con, like outside of the con, just hanging out and like eating and drinking and like laughing and joking. And everybody was there. That was like one of the funnest years for sure.
Skipping and jumping.
Yeah,
I think that was the last year. I think that was the last year that Solid ever went.
Mm-hmm. Yep. There was that, and then it was also the year where a bunch of us stayed in this one hotel that was like right up the block that Solid had actually got for us, and it was me, Russ, Sentry, a whole bunch of us. That year was
Junior,
really
I think, too, right?
no, I don't think Junior was there in that particular room or whatever, in that hotel or whatever, but that was another year where a lot of people were there though, for sure. Fun times.
Yeah. Is this the Batman you were referring to though, or was it this ad right here?
No, it was an actual. I think it was the advert before that, or the post before that.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
Well, I got a whole thing going on over there. Oh, this one.
Yeah,
Huh?
this. Yeah, what's going on with that?
This is the scene from the movie, and that's
no. Keep watching.
Oh, I see.
Oh, Jesus.
It's the hot toy.
Christ.
This is I really don't mean to offend you, but this
That's
is some
not even the
Mezco
same
shit.
Batman.
This is some Mezco shit. This is some shit Mezco would do.
Oh my goodness, too funny.
He comes with a little case.
Not the cap cut transitions. Oh my god.
Which one of you they went into the room at the office and were like, which one of you's good at doing TikToks? And they fucking did that.
No, they saw DGDX animation doing all of these great ads for other people, but didn't want to fucking pay him or some shit. So
right.
Why? When you could pay the intern who swears she's really good at TikTok.
Right.
We got DGDX animation at home.
Basically. Do you got McDonald's money? Then no. All right, man. Let's get the fuck out of here.
All right. If you insist.
So yeah, we seeing Transformers. We're gonna maybe get Fabio to see Spider-Verse, and I don't know. It's gonna be a hot couple of 5 weeks leading up into to Comic-Con. You know, there's gonna be a lot of reveals. Also, get your wallets ready because this time of year, aside from Christmas, is the most expensive time of the year to be a collector, probably. So,
agreed
as well.
But it's also the most like lucrative time of year too.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of shit you could do. You know, you could do some moving and shaking and doing some things. Yeah. But yeah, thanks to everybody who kicked it with us this evening. Thanks for the super chats. We love you guys. Do we want to plug anything before I actually take us out of here?
Real quick, Logo Figs hit us with 5. He said, by the way, the MBO has some BO. Thanks again for always killing it, my dudes.
Dude, I know exactly the smell he's talking about. These Mexican bootlegs have like a specific smell to them.
It's crazy.
I love it. Reminds me of my childhood. I love it.
He also says, Boog, are you hitting up ToyCon New Jersey tomorrow? Stay thirsty, my friends.
Tomorrow is the festival here in New York City. So this weekend is the festival on Saturday, and then Puerto Rican Day Parade is on Sunday. You know that I am an honorary Puerto Rican who grew up in Spanish Harlem. So
we do know that.
So I'll be with my work buddies tomorrow, I believe, who are both Puerto Rican. Those are my drinking buddies. So
hell yeah.
That's That's what it's gonna be for tomorrow. I'll skip out on the parade though, but I think I'll meet up with them and have a few have some Tito's with my buddies. So yeah, no, I won't be at the New Jersey Comic Con, but who is Four Horsemen? Anybody going to be there? I guess Four Horsemen will be there.
I would imagine Four Horsemen's there. Yeah, so you should go. Get me some stuff. Lago, are you going? Can you get me some stuff?
Can you get me some stuff?
We're talking BO. You should get him
bro,
some.
I'm in. You got to help me.
Oh man.
I was talking to Kyle about it. It's like reaching. I need somebody to like pull me out of this rabbit hole. And then I sent a gif of the dude who's like, "You gotta take my strong hand." Like, no, I don't want it. That's actually me. Like,
fucking scary.
I won't take any help. I'm okay going down. But yeah. Anyway, I'm Fabio. My friends call me Fobster, especially on Instagram. Go see my photos. I'm finishing up my round of like X-Men photos that I was doing before I lost myself in Diablo for a week. So I'll finish up like the X-Men block of photos and then probably do the Mythic Legions next. I don't know. I'm kind of like trying to set it up so everything is like in blocks and is in like groups that make sense. So, trying to curate the feed, so to speak. So I'll finish up X-Men, Mythics incoming, and then who knows? I got over 1,000 photos still left to go. So go follow me on Instagram, Fobster360. I also ordered more RAM for my PC, so I'll be back to streaming Diablo when all that comes in.
Dedicated RAM?
Yeah, dude. I can't do OBS and Discord and Spotify.
Oh yeah, you mentioned that on Wednesday.
Diablo, and it's a lot. So anyway, that's it. Rick, what's up?
Hey, it's me. I'm still here. And I'm fucking, my Instagram, RickDoncher245. How about that?
Hell yeah. Christopher Miller is asking Sandland figures by Akira Toriyama.
We were the breaking news.
We broke that shit 7 seconds in. There was no post by anyone before us.
Yeah,
I could have given it a podcast feature bump.
I will say we joke about that a lot. Breaking news. That shit was literally breaking news.
Mm-hmm.
It was insane.
Yeah, go check out Wednesday show.
I'm rereading the manga right now. If anybody is curious about the manga, definitely check it out. It's one volume. It's 14 chapters. You can read it in an hour.
No, you're good, Chris. Poncho, who are you?
I'm Poncho. Let me tell you a quick personal story. Sometimes I often wonder about my unique genetic makeup, being half Indian and half Filipino. I went and ate lunch at a new Indian place today, and on the way out, a Filipino party was right in front of me, and the aunt there would not stop calling all the Indian waiters guapo, which is Tagalog for handsome. She just kept on saying it over and over. And the Indian guy's like, hey, thank you. I don't know what that means, but thank you. And then somebody else was like, hey, my aunt just says you're handsome. And I was like, there it is. That's how it happened.
Titas were trying to get laid, huh?
You could have stepped in there, dude. You could have been like, here, I'm the bridge between these two worlds.
That's it. I'm living proof this can work.
Auntie, who do you like? Pick them out. I'll hook you up.
Absolutely. But that's it. I'm Poncho, the product of an Indian and Filipino. More importantly, you can find me on Instagram at Pancheezey. And just keep your eyes peeled for that. Follow me on YouTube too, at Pancheezey. Paldea Evolved came out today. New Pokemon set. I'll probably be opening it. I got 2 booster boxes, and I think I have an ETB coming tomorrow. On my lunch, I got some single packs, and I opened them. And then, you know what? I'm not feeling it as much as I thought I would, Mr. Krabs, because I imported Triplet Beat And that's like a whole 1/3 of this set. So essentially, I've opened up like almost all the cards in this set already, and I own them already.
Feel like you're just repeating.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, these are really cool cards. I opened these up 2 months ago, so whatever.
Do you think at this point you're not gonna go early anymore, or what do you think? Where's your head at?
With the way prices are in Japan now, where it's like upwards to 4 or 5 times retail, there's no way I'm importing stuff ever. Like, it was cool with Triple Beat, but like I'm good.
It'll make for good openings for the next few sets
for sure. So follow me on Instagram and YouTube. I'll be opening those cards this weekend. And that's that. Boog, take us out, brother.
All right. Like I said, thanks everybody for hanging out with us this evening. Thank you for all the super chats. What do I have going on? I got a bunch of stuff for sale on my Instagram, so you can follow me there at Boog_ACBA. I'll be putting up some new stuff. Everybody who got stuff from me this past week, it is ready to go. I'll be shipping out all of those things that sold this week tomorrow morning. And yeah. And then I'll have a bunch of stuff to open. I was organizing my shelves and stuff this week and rearranging stuff, consolidating, getting ready for the next chapter of this collecting thing. So that's what I got going on, and we love you and appreciate you. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell down there, and until next time, peace.
Okay, see you.
Bye.
I could see a lot of people modding these figures to make them how they're supposed to be.
What figures?
I'm not blown away.
Which figures?
The No Way Home Legends.
You know, I'm surprised that you said that you like the paint so much, because all I hear is complaints about Toby.
Yeah, the paint looks like a
I saw somebody who was missing an eye on it.
Yeah,
that was funny. Yeah, the lines are unsteady. Fucking homie was Two-Face.
Yo, you know what's funny is
Ooze review.